I didn't let my in-laws continue to be late for everything. My husband's parents have been late to literally everything for the past 16 years. And I'm not talking like 5 minutes late where you're like, okay, whatever. I'm talking 20 to 30 minutes minimum, sometimes an entire hour, every single time. Birthday parties, holiday dinners, doctor appointments we scheduled for them, you name it. They'd just roll up whenever they felt like it and act like nothing was wrong. The worst part is they never called, never texted, just showed up late and expected everyone to be cool with it. My husband always made excuses for them. Oh, they got stuck in traffic. Oh, his dad had to finish something. Oh, his mom couldn't find her purse. After a while, I stopped buying it because it happened every single time without fail. Halloween was the breaking point. My kids are 15 and 13 now, so they're kind of over the whole trick-or-treating thing. But when my in-laws said they wanted to come take them out this year, my kids actually got excited. They canceled plans with their friends to spend time with grandma and grandpa. We told them to be here at 6:30 because that's when our neighborhood gets busy and all the good candy goes fast. 6:30 came and went. No call, no text. My daughter kept checking the window and my son was sitting on the couch in his costume just waiting. At 7:15, I finally called them. My mother-in-law answered and said, "Oh, we're 5 minutes away," in this super casual voice like it was no big deal. I looked at my kids and told them grandma and grandpa would be here soon. 22 minutes later, they pulled into the driveway. Not 5 minutes. 22 actual minutes. By then, it was 7:37 and half the houses in our neighborhood had their lights off already. My son didn't even want to go anymore. They walked in smiling and talking about traffic like my kids hadn't been sitting there for over an hour waiting. My daughter went upstairs and changed out of her costume. My son went with them but came back 30 minutes later with like 6 pieces of candy total. That night, I decided I was done. I told my husband I was making a new rule and he could either back me up or stay out of it. I called it the 5-minute rule. If someone tells me they're going to be somewhere at a specific time and they're not there within 5 minutes of that time without calling, I'm leaving. If we're supposed to meet for dinner and they're late, we're ordering without them and leaving when we're done, even if they show up right as we finish. My husband thought I was being harsh, but I reminded him about our kids' faces on Halloween. He agreed to try it. 2 weeks later, my in-laws wanted to take the kids out to dinner at the steakhouse they like. They said they'd pick them up at 7 on a Saturday. I called them that afternoon at 2 just to confirm and reminded them about the new rule. I was super clear. I said if you're not here at 7:05 and haven't called us, the plans are canceled. My mother-in-law laughed and said, okay, we'll be on time. 7 o'clock came. No in-laws. My kids were ready and waiting by the door again. I watched the clock. 7:01, 7:02, 7:03. At 7:04, my husband asked if I was really going to do this. I said yes. At 7:05, I called them. My father-in-law picked up. He said they were 10 minutes away and had just hit some traffic. I asked why he didn't call to let us know. He said he didn't think it was a big deal since they were close. I told him not to bother coming. The plans were canceled. He started arguing with me. He said they live an hour away and we're almost here. I said that's exactly why you should have left earlier or called when you knew you'd be late. He tried to get my husband on the phone, but I told him no. He asked for another chance. I said no. He said I was being unreasonable and that I was keeping the kids from their grandparents over something stupid. I told him it wasn't stupid to my kids who'd been waiting and canceled their own plans twice now. Then I hung up. My kids were honestly more relieved than upset. My son said he didn't really want to go anyway because he knew they'd probably be late picking him up too, and he had homework. My daughter just went back upstairs. My mother-in-law called back 5 minutes later. She was crying saying I was being cruel and that they were already on their way. I said they should have been on their way an hour ago. She said she'd make sure they were never late again if I just let them come tonight. I said no. She hung up on me. They showed up at our house at 7:28 anyway. I didn't answer the door. They knocked for a few minutes and my father-in-law yelled through the door that they drove all this way. My husband finally went outside and told them they needed to leave. They argued with him in the driveway for 10 minutes before finally driving away.